Hey Taurus, this is Tammy with Spot On Psychic Readings, and Chippy and Sparky, my dogs, came in to join me today, as they often do, because they like to say hello to Taurus and get their cookies. Also, dogs help ground the energy, my energy, your energy, the room's energy. Sparky is a therapy dog, so he brings his really good dog joy. And Chippy, come up here, Chippy. Chippy has his own channel, and he's got almost 3,800 subscribers now, don't you, Chippy? And he does authentic tarot readings and a lot of dog fun things too. But I think you all would really enjoy seeing him. If you haven't, I'll put a link at the end. Here's some more cookies, guys. Okay, you guys go take a cookie. Have a cookie and take a nap. Okay, so Taurus, let's dive in and see what's coming for you all today. Hope you've had a really good week. It's been crazy energy. You know, I put out a video earlier in the week about this wave of crazy energy that hit. I didn't know what it was, but hey Sparky, go back. You're gonna knock the camera over, buddy. Come on, good boy. Anyway, this wave of really bad energy came through last week, and it was so intense. I literally came home shaking my head going, what on earth is going on? Go back a minute, Chippy, go back, good boy. And turns out, I think it had to do with the Schumann resonance. As I found out later, it was off the charts for many hours, which apparently is very unusual. And also the Schumann resonance has to do with electromagnetic energy in our field, you know, and I think it was really bringing out the worst in a lot of people, and it was making things difficult. It was doing all kinds of things like making people tired. You might have heard your ears ringing. I felt like I had crickets in my ears for about 24 hours there. I mean, it was crazy, and please don't tell me I need to see a professional and have my ears checked. It's not that. Okay, I'm just going to make it clear. I'm really tired of people gaslighting my gifts that I have. So I'm just going to put that out there right away. It's not tinnitus, and it's because right now I'm just fine. It's very quiet. But this was happening the same day with all this crazy energy. And anyway, more on that in another time, but you might have felt that too this week. So let's see what's coming in November. I hope it's calmer. It's funny. Nothing here. Nothing here. There's a maybe there. I like to pull these by feel, Taurus, because I get more meaning on the cards as I go along. They are very leaning to one side, which is funny. Some people have said with that Schumann resonance thing, and I think the cards are reflecting some of that, that they felt a sense of being tilted. You know, like they would be straight up, but it was like everything seemed tilted, or they seemed tilted. I did not have that symptom, did you? I'm not sure what's going on with that, but it was a thing for real. So there's a lot more going on than is in the cards, Taurus, as you can see. I'm just picking up so much stuff. It's crazy. I feel like a lot of you, your clairvoyance has intensified over the last week as well. You may be getting visions. You may be getting messages, like psychic messages from people. I know I got a psychic message from somebody this week. I didn't want it. It's like, not welcome, go away. But nevertheless, you know, they sent it, and I picked up on it and then quickly blocked it. But yeah, like that's a thing, you know, psychic messages. I'm not sure why I needed to tell you all that, but somebody needed to hear about that, Taurus. So there we go. How you doing, Chippy? All right, so let's see what we've got here, Taurus. It's an interesting reading, as it always is for you guys. So, you know, the first thing I'm seeing is something about a mother figure. There's several female figures here that I'm seeing. A lot of feminine energy, Taurus. Mothers, sisters, co-workers. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. Let's start here with the Empress. This is really strong in your energy at this time, Taurus. And this is you being very in control of your life at this time. This may be you being a mother or dealing with your mother. Or this is you bringing things to fruition. You know, sometimes people call their new businesses their babies. You know what I mean? Or their dogs, their babies. So you may be feeling like you're bringing something to fruition, like developing something, giving birth to something in that way. Really significant coming up in November, Taurus, for you, being very much in charge of your life at this time. Now, it's a collective reading, so this could be an Emperor, okay? I always just read the cards as they are here. So if you're watching and you're like, no, that's an Emperor, flip that for yourself, okay? All right, so your crossing card is this celebration. I'm not sure what you're celebrating yet. I'll have to do some clarification on some of these cards and get more meaning. But you might be putting down roots. You might be buying a house. You might be celebrating a new commitment or marriage of some sort. But it is in your challenge position at this time. Now, over here we have the Taurus card. And this is in your energy, on your mind in November at this time. It is reversed. So you might be feeling unconventional at this time, Taurus, or you might feel a little ungrounded at this time. It might be on your mind. But underneath that, we've got the Chariot, which is a success card. Okay, so this is you moving forward, Taurus, maybe in an unconventional way at this time. Maybe you're going against your previous beliefs in some way. Maybe something's made you question old beliefs. And it can be big or small. You know, it can be your foundational religious beliefs, or it can be how you used to cook something and now you're cooking it different. You used to believe it had to be done this way and now you're like, no, I don't think that anymore. You know what I'm saying? It can be anything in between, but it's important. It's showing up as very important for you at this time, and whatever it is, it's helping you move forward. So sometimes old beliefs, you know, especially if they were wrong. I mean, there were things. This is why this hit me this morning. Now I knew this was for somebody. I knew this was going to come up in a video. Of course it's yours. So I grew up with the most wonderful grandmother who was just love and light times a million, right? I was very, very fortunate in that way. But she taught me, and it may have been right back in the 40s and 50s and 60s and whatever, but she was very, very adamant, you know, when I would tell her like, oh, I've got this school teacher who's really mean, you know, it's like she's really nice in front of the parents, but really she's really mean. And my grandmother would say to me, you know, if you're nice to her, she'll be nice to you. And I thought, you know, I grew up with that belief, but do I believe it now? No. It is not at all applicable in, you know, 2025 for sure. It's just not. My grandmother didn't realize that we would be dealing with NPCs, you know, non-person characters, soulless people, maybe ET influences and all kinds of stuff, you know, at this point in time. So I'm just using that as an example because that was an old belief of mine. If you're nice to them, they'll be nice to you. I grew up with that, and I saw it work for her. It wouldn't work for her now, I guarantee you. And I have since discarded that belief, okay? So that's just one example, and sometimes those limiting beliefs will hold you back because they don't work anymore. They have literally, the world has changed on some things. I'm not saying on everything, you know, but I'm saying on a lot of things, just I see you examining your beliefs at this time, Taurus, and it getting you ahead, okay? It will unlock you, it will lift up limits and things like that, and I see you zooming ahead with that, okay? Some of you may be going through that pretty strongly. I do feel it at this time. I knew I was going to be telling that story today for some reason. You know, I get my best visions when I'm washing dishes, and I purposely do not have a dishwasher because I get very clairvoyant washing dishes for some weird reason. I've heard other clairvoyants say that too. Anyway, my grandmother and her be nice to them, the be nice to you theory came up while I was washing dishes, and I was like, who is that for? Because I discarded that a long time ago. You know. So anyway, Here's your Queen of Pentacles. This is something that's already happened for you, Taurus, in the month of November. I feel like your stability is really strong because, you know, you've rushed towards it with this Chariot. There's a lot of success there. Now, this is interesting. Now, coming up in your future, which is like this coming week, maybe even today, and going into your more extended future, we've got these two cards. Now, these are really interesting. We've got two cards of release here. I feel like in the month of November, you're going to be letting go of old beliefs, which I already mentioned, but also you might be letting go of a job or a hobby that doesn't work for you anymore. There are changes, there are upgrades going on, Taurus. And that's some of what that Schumann resonance does, okay? As unpleasant as the crickets in your ears may be, when it's happening, it upgrades our energy, I believe. I'm seeing you going, you know, that hobby or that job, this is 8 of Pentacles, reversed, doesn't work for me anymore. And if it doesn't work for you anymore, I see you releasing from it. Because it may have toxic energy. It may be something you were previously doing that you were even really passionate about. And now it's sort of turned on its head for you. You're like, yeah, I just don't like that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm going to do something different. And we'll see where it goes. But the Devil reversed is all about releasing yourself from something where you felt trapped, you know, some sort of bondage, some sort of, I don't know, toxic energy that's getting off of you now, or you're letting loose of it and that sort of thing, Taurus. Yeah. Now, it's interesting. Other people are seeing you with your luck changing constantly. They don't know which wheel of fortune you're on from day to day. This is other people's perceptions. You know what you're doing. But there's somebody watching you that's like, one day Taurus is up, the next day they're down, because the wheel turns constantly. Now, that's not always the meaning, but that is definitely what I'm getting with this. You've got somebody confused, Taurus. They're like, are they up or down? Is their luck up or down? What is Taurus doing? And it's because you've changed so much. What you used to be passionate about, now you're not. And now you're passionate about something new. We'll see what that is. I'm going to clarify this more. But, you know, in this Devil reversed card, people are like, Taurus walked away from that. Now what are they doing? Like, they might have walked away from a fortune and now they don't have you know, you're really confusing somebody, Taurus. Don't you love it? Keep them guessing, you know. So somebody's watching you. Here's the Page of Swords right next to that. That makes sense. And over here with your hopes and fears, you are a little bit afraid of what you're doing next that's new. 7 of Pentacles reversed. You're like, should I keep doing that same thing? But it's not really working for me. Hopes and fears. But your final outcome is Queen of Wands. Okay, another mother sort of card. And again, we started out, I said there are a lot of feminine energies here. We started out with the Empress. We have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, all in this reading. So a lot of feminine energy, like I said, people who are around you, people who are an influence or reflecting some part of you, or this is some facet of you. Okay. So Queen of Wands is a career woman and very happy, and she has sunflowers. Okay, my favorite. So let's do some clarification. Taurus, this is super interesting reading. There's a lot here. I'm just sort of asking the angels which direction I should go in to clarify this, because actually that deck does not feel right. Let's go to this one. All right, this is the Good Fortune deck, and it feels right for you today. Okay, so, oh, and also, this is one of my, excuse me, one of my Have a Cookie, Take a Nap Chippy mugs. And on the back, it does say Spot On Psychic Readings. There are some that have Chippy on both sides. Check it out in my Shopify store. You heard your name, didn't you? All right, so I designed these myself. I'm very proud of these. So let's see, Taurus. Let's start with this Empress. What does this Empress have to say to Taurus today? What does the Empress have to say? The Empress, again, is, you know, very strong mother energy, being in control of your life and that sort of thing. Yeah, and slow, steady progress. Here we've got the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus. So this Empress, this mother energy, you're making a lot of progress. It may not be fast progress, although I do see the Chariot over here with you changing your beliefs. So it'll speed up based on what you believe is going to happen next, or how you handle old beliefs and things like that, okay? Because there's something there I feel like has slowed you down, but then over here it speeds right back up with the Chariot. So let's keep going here and see. What is this celebration, this Four of Wands? What is this about in your challenge position at this time, Taurus? The Fool. Okay, a new path. So it's almost like this new path has gotten you to some place where you're celebrating, but it's in a conflict position, or a little bit of a challenge at this time, probably because it's so new. I mean, new things are fun, but they do come with their own set of challenges. Oh, and it's bringing you a Wheel of Fortune. Here we go. Second time Wheel of Fortune showing up, this time upright. So you're celebrating your luck changing, for one thing, because of this new path. But it's so new, it's in the challenge position, okay? And you might be afraid to celebrate. You might be like, I don't know, is it going to keep going? I feel a bit of reluctance there, but based on everything else I'm seeing, especially with the end being the Queen of Wands, go celebrate, Taurus. That's what I'm getting. Seriously, go celebrate. I think you can totally trust this in the month of November. Let's look at your beliefs. Oh, here's the Hermit. This does make a lot of sense. So the Hermit has to do with shining a light on some toxic energy. And here's your toxic energy over here in your immediate, your more extended future for the month of November, basically. When I look at this is you changing your beliefs because you've seen some toxic energy, kind of like I did with my story about if you're nice to them, they'll be nice to you. It's like, really? Not those toxic people? They thrive on being mean a lot of times, right? So when you're seeing through this, it changes your beliefs. It can change your foundation. You know, the Hierophant is all about commitment and being grounded, sometimes marriages, and of course is a Taurus energy. And because this is your reading, it's extra strong, okay? And it's because you've shown a light on that. You've seen the light, is what I should say with this Hermit card. You can see he's holding a lantern up. He's seen the light. And because of that, he's moving forward with the Chariot. So let's clarify this Chariot. Chariot is success. There's a lot of upgrades here, Taurus, today. I feel like you're just expanding, growing, going to the next level. Gosh, I got the goosebumps on that. This is such a good reading for you, Taurus. I'm loving this. And here we have the Justice card. Yeah, so you're zooming forward because I think re-examining your beliefs has helped you balance things. I think your life is more grounded and in balance at this time. Sometimes this can be something legal. I mean, it could go to something legal, but I'm not seeing anything else that makes me think that, but you know, for some of you it could be. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's definitely good messages about money and stability, for one thing. This could be children and schools and things like that. We do have the Mother card over here for some of you. So I feel like this has already happened, some kind of good fortune about stability, schools, children, stability for your family, and lots of like positive money messages coming in with that Queen of Pentacles as well. You know, Queen of Pentacles is all about grounding and financial stability, and it's already happened. I see it right here, Taurus. It's in your past. So I feel like by the time you get into November, you got that nailed down. So let's go over to, and this could be, again, Queen of Pentacles, okay? King of Pentacles for some of you. So that's up to you. Flip it. I can't flip every card and keep my focus. Okay. All right, so let's go to what's changed. I'm really excited about these two cards. In this whole reading, this excites me the most for you, Taurus. This has the most potential for growth and changes and, like goosebumps. I got so many goosebumps on this. I am definitely going to do an extended reading on these two cards and all of this, but those two. So if you're interested, check the comments. I always put the link to the extended. It's $5.55, and it'll be another at least 10 or 15, maybe even 20. Sometimes my extendeds go 20 minutes. Okay. Let's see. What is this? Because I know I'm running out of time right now. It's the reason I'm going to go to extended. Okay. So here it is again. Look at this four of wands. This came up in your crossing position, and now it's coming up in your immediate future, Taurus. Yay. This is celebration. This is maybe putting down roots of some sort, or maybe a new marriage. So it came up in your challenge position, and it came up to clarify what you're doing different. Doing something really different with this 8 of Pentacles. Wow. 8 of Pentacles usually has to do with hobbies or entrepreneurship. And it's reversed, so it tells me what you were doing, you're going to do it differently, and you're putting down roots with that, and you're celebrating it, okay? Building something. You know, I always say on this card in particular, you can see him stacking his wins. See all those coins stacked. He's stacking win after win, but you're going to do it in a different way. Yeah, you're getting out of something. Look at this. 2 release cards. Hanged Man reversed and the Devil reversed came up. And this is you getting out of a state of limbo in the month of November. This is your more extended future. So this will go on up into probably December 1st. So if you're feeling like you've been in a state of limbo, you're not any longer. Who's seeing you as your luck constantly changing? Who's being the spy, this Page of Swords for Taurus? But I can't wait to look into the extended more, do the deep dive for you. We have got the 2 of Wands, somebody's looking for new opportunities. They're like, whoa, Taurus like just got a raise, or Taurus got more money, or Taurus is doing really good over there. Maybe they give me a loan. They might be looking for new opportunities. Maybe they'll let me come work for them in their new business they're starting with this 8 of Pentacles, something like that. It's nothing bad. Let's see, you're growing something new. Yeah, manifesting all over the place, Taurus. Here's your 7 of Pentacles reversed. So I see you pulling up roots and putting down new roots. What is this Queen of Wands about, Taurus? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands might be some new feeling of love. We have got wait a minute. This cup. This always confuses me. Doesn't this look like the Ace of Cups? I should talk to the artist of this deck, because it's Page of Cups, but it looks like Ace of Cups to me. So when I look over here at Queen of Wands, the messages are coming in about, let's see, what is this? The messages are coming in. Yeah, and here's your Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, Page of Cups, Queen of Wands. There's a whole lot of forward motion here. You could be moving. You know, sometimes this Knight of Wands has to do with relocation or a new job, and especially since she's a career woman, I think that there's something here about moving up. And I felt this earlier, this moving on up card, getting out of any sort of limbo, you know. And you're going to be getting some kind of good messages, good news messages about that, Taurus. So I'm going to leave it there. Come join me on the extended if you'd like. I'm definitely going to look into this celebration, and especially this 8 of Pentacles, what it is new that you're going to be diving into, and how this affects all this celebration and everything, Taurus, okay? And if you decide not to, thank you all for being here. Thanks for being subscribers and all of your donations to the channel, and some of you bought mugs. Don't forget our Have a Cookie, Take a Nap mugs. We also have several other mugs on the Shopify store. Hope you'll check that out. And all the extended readings are there forever. So you can watch the one from today. You can watch the one from the last reading. They're all dated and everything. And you can find all of those on the Shopify store. But I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to go straight over there and while I'm still tuned into this, okay? Thank you, Taurus, for being here. Love you guys very much. I couldn't have this channel without you, seriously, so thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye.